Hey dudes, what's up? It's me, Birdstoway YT, with my right controller not behaving. Anyways, so, as you saw from the title, these are some ways to make teleporters in Rec Room, both with Circuits V2 and Circuits V1. So, we'll start off with the easy stuff, Circuits V1. So, if you want to make a teleporter using Circuits V1, these are, well, there's probably more or less ways to do this, but this is my version. You don't need to, there's other versions, is what I'm saying. Anyways, so now that you know that there's, oh my gosh. Just ignore that noise in the background, guys. Anyways, so get a trigger volume V1, as you saw from the last video. And then, what you do, once you got that trigger volume V1, is you're going to want to get a respawn point, and place it wherever... Right controller? Okay. Place it wherever you want the player to teleport to once they enter this zone that can only be seen with your maker pen. Okay. So, I will just say that they will teleport over here. Then, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit wire, spawn player here now, up to when trigger zone is entered. And when trigger volume is entered. Then, now that you've got that done, all you gotta do is test it out. And yep, it works. Now, on to another way to make a teleporter. I'll just erase this to save up ink. Now, another way to make a teleporter. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a button, and you are going to want to place the button right here. Oh my gosh, I forgot that's a Circuits V2 button. Sorry, guys. Hold on, I'm just going to look for a button V1. Button. Okay, and here is a button V1. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make it send player a signal output. Oh, here it is. Send player as signal output. And you can just configure the text on the button, whatever you want. But anyways, and you can probably already guess, this is the same one, the same exact one as the last one. But this time, instead of a trigger volume, it's a button. And then what you do is you hit spawn player here now with the wire tool, and wire it up to when button is pressed. And, well, now let's test it out. Hold on, my right controller. Oh my gosh, you stupid right can be talked about this. And, well, that teleports you there. And, hey, come back! And, oh my gosh. And you can do that as many times as you want. Curse you, right controller. You promised you wouldn't act while I'm making a video. Are you preparing to be smashed on the wall? Anyways, hold on, just give me a moment. Okay, anyways, now that you've got those things out of the way, you know I have anxiety and rage problems. I know you would hate for me to use them in the middle of me recording a video. And if this right controller doesn't stay connected the minute I let go of it... Come on, stay connected. Stay connected. Is it that hard? Do you speak English? Stay connected. Okay, I know you're probably like, hold on, why is that guy talking to his controller? It's just what I do. Sometimes it actually works, but just don't ask questions. Anyways, now that you know those, now there's another way to make a teleporter. This time with Circuits V2. So, what you're gonna want is, so this is the first way. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do to determine where you want the player to be teleported to is to place the seat right here. Seat is Circuits V2. And then what you're gonna want to do is you are going to want to get a trigger volume V2. Then you're going to want to place it basically wherever you want the player to walk into, and the seat will be where you want the player to teleport to. Hold on, that's not exactly how it's supposed to be. Okay. And I will. So then, now that you've got the trigger volume, you will get the player entered. You will wire the player entered over to seat player, and then you will wire the player, the golden output, the golden input, whatever it is. I'm not an expert at Circuits V2, I just watch videos. And, well, now, let's see. And so then, what's gonna happen is, when you enter the trigger volume, well, you'll get seated. Now, you are going to be trapped in that seat until you get out of the seat. Now, what you're gonna want to do to make it so the seat will actually unseat you after a certain amount of time is you are going to want to get a delay chip. And you are going to want to get the delay chip. You can set it wherever you want. And then you're going to want to configure it to whatever you want. I usually do 1. And now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to wire up run to player entered the trigger volume. Hold on, are both wires wired up? Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. Okay. So anyways, then the thing is gonna run when the seat succeeds. So wire it up to seat success. Then you're going to want to wire unseat player to after delay. So what'll happen is when the trigger volume is entered, it will seat the player. Then after the delay for 1 second, it'll unseat the player. But of course, as I said earlier, you can set the delay to whatever you want. Anyways, let's test it out now. And, well, that'll happen. Now, there is another way to do it. So, delete the delay chip, and what the control panel is still here for whatever reason that is. I will just, I'll just set it off to the side for now. Anyways, so what you're gonna want to do now is get, okay, so then this is the second way for Circuits V2. Get an interaction volume, and, well, you can configure the text of the interaction volume to whatever you want. I'm just gonna make it, I'm just gonna keyboard smash. And then, what'll happen is, well, when I put my hand up to it, it doesn't exactly do that for some reason. Might want to just look up a YouTube video on how to use interaction volumes. I don't know. Just, hold on. I don't know exactly. But then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to wire up the on use up to the seat gizmo, seat player. Then you're going to want to wire player up to player that used. Then what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to get a delay chip. You are going to want to set the delay, the Circuits V2 version, remember that now. You are going to want to set the delay to however many seconds you want. Then it is going to run whenever when the seat succeeds, so seat success, and then it will unseat the player after the delay, and well, that's the other way to do it. So this is the interaction volume, and that's how you do it. And also, hey, this is very important. I forgot this earlier. If you want the seat to not be visible for, like, teleporter purposes, to make it like an actual teleporter, go to Gadget Visibility when configuring the seat, and turn on Visible Only when gadgets are visible. Now, you won't be able to see it when gadgets aren't visible, which is usually when you're holding your Maker Pen. Then anyways, now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to delete the interaction volume. I'll just set this over to the side. It's a weird glitch. It happened earlier in another test room. Delete the delay chip. Now what you're going to want to do is, for the other way, you are going to want to get a button. And this time it's a button Circuits V2. And so then what's going to happen is when it's pressed, it'll wire up to seat player. And so then, hold on. So I just want to double check that everything's right. So when the button is pressed, it'll seat them there. Then when the button is pressed, the thing underneath that says player, it'll get wired up to player on the seat gadget. Then you are going to want to go to seat success. You are going to want to wire it up to hold on, I kind of might have got this kind of messed up. Oh right, I forgot, we're gonna need a delay chip after. The delay chip is going to go right here. The delay, I'm just gonna set it to 1, but it can be whatever you want. Then, it is going to run when the seat succeeds, so seat success. Then, it is going to unseat the player after the delay. And, well, now we can test it out. And you can just sit in it, of course, if you want. And, well, you can do that as many times as you like. And, well, now I'm going to double check in my palette if there's any other way to do it. Trigger volume, interaction volume, button, and, well, that's pretty much all the ways to make a teleporter in Rec Room. If you want more ways, of course, you can always look it up on YouTube. The platform that you're obviously watching this on right now, how ironic. And, well, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. See you in the next one.